Hey guys, welcome to day 253 of the Bible Linear Plan. Today, we will be reading Job 18 through 20, Revelation 15, and Psalm 141. If you need to read more about this plan, visit the High Quality Gospel website with the link in the description of the episode and the podcast. Please leave a like and follow the podcast to stay up to date with new episodes. Now, let's begin with reading Job 18. Then Bildad the Shuhite replied, "How long until you stop talking? Show some sense, and then we can talk. Why are we regarded as cattle, as stupid in your sight? You who tear yourself in anger, should the earth be abandoned on your account, or a rock be removed from its place? Yes, the light of the wicked is extinguished. The flame of his fire does not glow. The light in his tent grows dark, and the lamp beside him is put out. His powerful stride is shortened, and his own schemes trip him up. For his own feet lead him into a net, and he strays into a mesh. A trap catches him by the heel, a noose seizes him. A rope lies hidden for him on the ground, and a snare waits for him along the path. Terrors frighten him on every side, and harass him at every step. His strength is depleted. Disaster lies ready for him to stumble. Parts of his skin are eaten away. Death's firstborn consumes his limbs. He is ripped from the security of his tent, and marched away to the king of terrors. Nothing he owned remains in his tent. Burning sulfur is scattered over his home. His roots below dry up, and his branches above wither away. All memory of him perishes from the earth. He has no name anywhere. He is driven from light to darkness, and chased from the inhabited world. He has no children or descendants among his people, no survivor where he used to live. Those in the west are appalled at his fate, while those in the east tremble in horror. Indeed, such is the dwelling of the unjust man, and this is the place of the one who does not know God." Then Job answered, "How long will you torment me and crush me with words? You have humiliated me 10 times now, and you mistreat me without shame. Even if it's true that I have sinned, my mistake concerns only me. If you really want to appear superior to me and would use my disgrace as evidence against me, then understand that it is God who has wronged me and caught me in his net. I cry out violence, but get no response. I call for help, but there is no justice. He has blocked my way so that I cannot pass through. He has veiled my paths with darkness. He has stripped me of my honor and removed the crown from my head. He tears me down on every side so that I am ruined. He uproots my hope like a tree. His anger burns against me, and he regards me as one of his enemies. His troops advance together. They construct a ramp against me and camp around my tent. He has removed my brothers from me. My acquaintances have abandoned me. My relatives stop coming by, and my close friends have forgotten me. My house guests and female servants regard me as a stranger. I am a foreigner in their sight. I call for my servant, but he does not answer, even if I beg him with my own mouth. My breath is offensive to my wife, and my own family finds me repulsive. Even young boys scorn me. When I stand up, they mock me. All of my best friends despise me, and those I love have turned against me. My skin and my flesh cling to my bones. I have escaped with only the skin of my teeth. Have mercy on me, my friends, have mercy, for God's hand has struck me. Why do you persecute me as God does? Will you never get enough of my flesh? I wish that my words were written down, that they were recorded on a scroll, or were inscribed in stone forever, by an iron stylus and lead. But I know that my Redeemer lives, and at the end he will stand on the dust. Even after my skin has been destroyed, yet I will see God in my flesh. I will see him myself. My eyes will look at him, and not as a stranger. My heart longs within me. If you say, 'How will we pursue him?' since the root of the problem lies with him, then be afraid of the sword, because wrath brings punishment by the sword, so that you may know there is judgment." Then Zophar the Naamathite replied, "This is why my unsettling thoughts compel me to answer, because I am upset. I have heard a rebuke that insults me, and my understanding makes me reply. Don't you know that ever since antiquity, from the time a human was placed on earth, the joy of the wicked has been brief, and the happiness of the godless has lasted only a moment? Though his arrogance reaches heaven, and his head touches the clouds, he will vanish forever like his own dung. Those who know him will ask, 'Where is he?' He will fly away like a dream and never be found. He will be chased away like a vision in the night. The eye that saw him will see him no more, and his household will no longer see him. His children will beg from the poor, for his own hands must give back to his wealth. His frame may be full of youthful vigor, but it will lie down with him in dust. Though evil tastes sweet in his mouth, and he conceals it under his tongue, though he cherishes it and will not let it go, but keeps it in his mouth, Yet the food in his stomach turns into cobras, venom inside him. He swallows wealth, but must vomit it up. God will force it from his stomach. He will suck the poison of cobras. A viper's fangs will kill him. He will not enjoy the streams, the rivers flowing with honey and curds. He must return the fruit of his labor without consuming it. He doesn't enjoy the profits for his trading, for he oppressed and abandoned the poor. He seized a house he did not build. Because his appetite is never satisfied, he does not let anything he desires escape. Nothing is left for him to consume. Therefore, his prosperity will not last. At the height of his success, distress will come to him. The full weight of misery will crush him. When he fills his stomach, God will send his burning anger against him, raining it down on him while he is eating. If he flees from an iron weapon, an arrow from a bronze bow will pierce him. He pulls it out of his back, the flashing tip out of his liver. Terrors come over him. Total darkness is reserved for his treasures. A fire unfanned by human hands will consume him. It will feed on what is left in his tent. The heavens will expose his iniquity, and the earth will rise up against him. The possessions in his house will be removed, flowing away on the day of God's anger. This is the wicked person's lot from God, the inheritance God ordained for him. Now we read Revelation 15. Then I saw another great and awe-inspiring sign in heaven, 7 angels with the 7 last plagues, for with them God's wrath will be completed. I also saw something like a sea of glass mixed with fire, and those who had won the victory over the beast, its image, and the number of its name, were standing on the sea of glass with harps from God. They sang the song of God's servant Moses, and the song of the Lamb. Great and awe-inspiring are your works, Lord God the Almighty. Just and true are your ways, King of the nations, Lord who will not fear, and glorify your name. For you alone are holy. All the nations will come and worship before you, because your righteous acts have been revealed. After this I looked, and the heavenly temple, the tabernacle of testimony, was opened. Out of the temple came the 7 angels with the 7 plagues, dressed in pure, bright linen, with golden sashes wrapped around their chests. One of the 4 living creatures gave the 7 angels 7 golden bowls filled with the wrath of God, who lives forever and ever. Then the temple was filled with smoke from the glory of God and from his power, and no one could enter the temple until the 7 plagues of the 7 angels were completed. Now we read Psalm 141. Lord, I call on you. Hurry to help me. Listen to my voice when I call on you. May my prayer be set before you as incense, the raising of my hands as the evening offering. Lord, set up a guard for my mouth. Keep watch at the door of my lips. Do not let my heart turn to anything evil, or perform wicked acts with evildoers. Do not let me feast on their delicacies. Let the righteous one strike me. It is an act of faithful love. Let him rebuke me. It is oil for my head. Let me not refuse it. Even now my prayer is against the evil acts of the wicked. When their rulers will be thrown off the sides of a cliff, the people will listen to my words, for they are pleasing. As when one plows and breaks up the soil, turning up rocks, so our bones have been scattered at the mouth of Sheol. But my eyes look at you, Lord, my Lord. I seek refuge in you. Do not let me die. Protect me from the trap they have set before me, and from the snares of evildoers. Let the wicked fall into their own nets, while I pass by safely. On day 252, we read of Job's hopelessness and his begging for support from God, and in Revelation, the wicked on earth are going to be judged, finally. Today in Job, Bildad comments on Job's previous accusation against his friends, calling them malicious and miserable. He tells Job that the world isn't going to move for him. He is not the center of attention, and the world will not bow to him. So, he essentially tells Job to stop being so egotistical and humble himself. He tells Job that he is supposed to know why suffering happens, and he gives evidence of wicked people suffering and being destroyed. Since the wicked are destroyed, Job is a part of this wickedness. Well, then Job tells him that they have wronged him, they insult him, and exalt themselves above him. Job expresses his feelings and is steadfast in saying that this suffering is not a result of his refusal to repent of some sin. He says that God is, for some reason, attacking him. He says that he's not heard and there is no justice for him. God has taken away everything Job has and asks his friends to stop accusing him and pity him instead. He feels God is persecuting him, and others should stop doing the same. But through all of this, Job still expresses his faith, saying that his Redeemer lives, the one who will stand on the earth after he is gone. He is hopeful that when he dies, for he has accepted this idea, that God will finally reveal himself to him and be vindicated. He knows that even if God is attacking him, that he will be vindicated in death. He is hopeful, just like we can be hopeful, that his Redeemer lives. Christ lives. In Revelation, we transition to the next section of Revelation, detailing the end of the end. 7 angels are ready to signal the final judgments on earth, destroying sin forever. These carry the last judgments God will use during the tribulation. The scene is one of celebration, as redeemed believers sing a song of worship to God. They carry bowls filled with God's wrath, ready to pour it out on the earth. Yes, God has wrath, just and righteous wrath on sin and evil. God is a good God, and will see the end of evil and sin to the fullest. It's a disgrace to his creation. Again, this is a hopeful message to all who live and will live. Christ is returning to judge the sin of the world. Evil will not last, and we will not suffer forever. This is the message of a good, righteous, and faithful judge, God. Finally, in Psalm, we see a psalm of praise and asking for God to hear the writer's voice. This is a proper thing to ask God that God hear our prayers and our problems. It's okay to announce your issues and questions to Him, so that He will answer and provide us with ease and comfort. He is a loving God as well. Thank you for joining in the reading and understanding of these chapters, and let us all be vigilant in continuing this reading. Please share, like, follow, or whatever you can do to help us reach more people with the Bible reading. Please also check out the High Quality Gospel website for more information and a couple of store items. Thank you, and keep learning.